Welcome to the Charlie Show, part 6, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry if I have to adjust the camera a lot. I'm actually, in the bathroom now, and I'm going to be starting my cutting hair thing. Now, I'm not telling anyone how to cut hair. I'm just showing you guys how I cut my hair. A little bit something different here on the Charlie Show. Now, first of all, you want to at least start off with very dry hair. Don't have much to cut, so it won't be that much. And always just make sure you're shirtless so hair doesn't get everywhere. Okay, so you want to make sure you have the appropriate guard for your clippers, of course. Now, I don't like to go totally bald, so I like to use a 1.5 millimeter gauge for my clippers. One thing I do know is that you always must make sure that your clippers are well oiled and greased for the hair cutting process. Really. Now, if you guys have not checked out any of my other parts, 1 through 5, here on the Charlie Show, be sure to check those out. Comment, push the like button, tell me what you thought about the video. I would love your feedback. Now, everybody cuts and does their hair differently, so I just like it simple. I like to just cut my hair and then fade it a little bit, and that's that. And guard. Sometimes the guards do suck though. I like to just comb it all out, or brush it all out, and then we go from there. I've been doing this for years. My mom taught me how to cut it, but I don't know how to do any fancy design, so I just stick to cutting it short and then at least doing my lines, making my lines straight. And of course, when you cut your hair when it's dry, it's a whole hell of a lot better to cut through your hair. When it's damp or it has grease or anything like that in it, it's not going to cut as easily. So like I said, I don't have much hair to cut, so it's going to cut through really easily. Of course, brush down the sides that you already cut so that you can make sure you got a whole even cut. And of course, doing it yourself is way cheaper than going to the barbershop, but when the times that I want fancy haircuts and stuff, like fades and all that, that's when I'll go to the barbershop. And of course, when I have the money to do it. But me just cutting it short and doing my own lines saves me a lot of money. And a lot of people, shockingly, can't cut their own hair, which is weird. Like, well, it's not weird, but maybe they just don't have the concentration to do it, or whatever. So now I'm going to empty out that excess hair that's on my brush. Kind of brush down what I've already done. Put the guard back on. Now, of course, it always depends on what type of shaver that you get too, because there's some shavers that cut really close, and there's some shavers that don't do jack squat. So gotta make sure you cut it good, or get a good shaver for your type of hair, of course. Ooh, this moisturizer I've been using has actually been working really good on my hair. Usually when I don't use grease or something, it gets really dry and my scalp gets all dry and flaky, and I hate that. But this new grease I've been using is obviously works really good in keeping my head conditioned. And of course, the hair stuff that I use is Blue Magic hair conditioner, flawless, for us black folk with dry scalps. Oh, there we go. So as you can see, I already got the front on the side of my hair done. So coming up on the next part, I'm going to show you guys how I cut the back part using a different mirror. How the back.